Hey guys, so as you can see, I've started making YouTube videos. I'll explain a little bit more about that at the end of the video, but for right now, let's just jump into it. So this is going to be a review of One Piece chapter 950. We start the chapter with a cover story following Beijing and the Fire Tank Pirates. We see Chiffon say that she wants to see Lola again, so I hope that we get to see that. We haven't really seen Lola for a while, so I think it would be nice to kind of catch up with them. We then cut inside to the Udon prison where Kid is escaping with Killer. We see Luffy ask him if he wants to team up, and he reflects and he says that he's never joining up with any alliances again because of Hawkins and Apu. They betrayed him whenever Kaido fell down from the Sky Island. I don't really blame him for that. They didn't have a chance. They didn't really stand a chance. But he says that him and Killer are going to walk their own path. I don't really see any other way except for Kid to join up with the Alliance at the end. Kid and Killer to join up with the Alliance at the end. But he can say that they're going to walk their own path for now. And he can convince himself his own way. We then cut inside to the Udon prison mines, where Raizo is trying to convince all of the prisoners that Luffy is a good guy. They're reacting pretty poorly, saying that Straw Hat's a pirate, just like Kaido. And then we even get the, well, yes, but actually no meme from Raizo. It's pretty funny, actually. But he doesn't seem to be able to convince them very well. Even though they rebelled with Luffy and everybody, they just aren't getting behind him and the Nine Red Scabbards, unfortunately. We see Hio asking where Luffy went, because I guess he just disappeared after getting the virus from all the excitement bullets. We then cut to where Luffy is looking horrible. He looks like he's dying. Momo even says so. Tama and Momo are with him, as well as Chopper, who is fast at work trying to find an antibody for him. Momo says that Luffy might be an idiot, but it was an incredible feat that he did there. Then Luffy kind of goads him on, saying, "Oh, wow, you are a coward, weakling." That pisses off Momo, and but then someone says that he needs to get out there and show himself to the prisoners, kind of give them some hope. I'm not really sure who says that. I think it might be Chopper, but either way, he gets pushed out into the yard, and all the prisoners see him and immediately bow to him. It looks like Momo might not really be ready for the leadership. He kind of thinks that they're not seeing him, but they're seeing his father. But it looks like all of the prisoners are going to join the Alliance now just because of Momo showing himself. Kawamatsu then says that he has something to do and he'll meet everybody up with the final battle. Not really sure what it could be. It's sure interesting to see what it might be, though. We then cut back to Curry, where Inuarashi and Kinemon are trying to convince Ashura Doji to join their cause. We finally get to see what Ashura wanted to show both of them. And then we see it, and it is a crap ton of gravestones. Ashura Doji explains that not everybody was as patient as them, and they didn't want to wait the full 20 years. So after 10 years, they decided that they were going to try and attack Kaido. We see Ashura kind of try and persuade them not to, saying it would be certain death if they were to attack Kaido without the help of the rest of the Nine Red Scabbards. And he was right, but not everybody could wait. After that story, Ashura asks why it needed to be 20 years. Why couldn't they have come back in 10 years? And Inuarashi and Kinemon just kind of explain it like, well, apparently, Lady Toki had to have some reasoning. And Ashura is just like, okay, I'll join you now. Seemed a little easy for him to join them up after how hard he was pushing them back earlier in the chapters, but I guess we needed to have Ashura join them at some point, so, might as well be now, I guess, whatever. We then cut back to just outside the Flower Capital, where Zoro and Hiyori are fleeing and hiding. Zoro cuts down some guard, and him and Hiyori talk outside of a shrine for a little bit that they're hiding in. We see that him and Hiyori left the Flower Capital and got separated from the rest of the Straw Hats again. I don't really know why Oda doesn't want Zoro to meet everybody else up yet. It kind of makes the Sanji and Zoro meeting that we had a couple of chapters back a little lackluster. I thought that there would be a little bit more conflict that would be coming from that, but Apparently not. We'll just have to see what happens whenever Zoro meets with everybody else. I guess we'll just have to wait a little bit longer. Zoro talks about how he needs to get Shusui back so that he can be full strength again, and Hiyori mentions that she will take him there to get Shusui back. Zoro then says that he's going to avenge Yasui's death, and Hiyori wishes that she could kill Orochi herself, which makes total sense considering the things that Hiyori had to have probably gone through in the 20 years that it took for everybody to come back to regain strength and start the alliance again. But Zoro kind of gives her a look. I'm not really sure what it is. It looks like it might be concern, but maybe it just kind of seems like he reacted a little bit negatively to what Hiyori was saying there. But anyway, on the final page of the chapter, we cut back to the Flower Capital to see that Hawkins has captured Law, and they're probably going to torture him and try and find out what their plans are with the Straw Hat Alliance and everything during the Fire Festival attack. Looks like Law's pretty resolved, though, so I don't think we have to worry about him saying anything, especially after the argument that he got in with Shinobu, saying that it was his crew members that outed the alliance and everything. I think that he's going to be really resolved and he isn't going to say anything about that. But yeah, it was a pretty good chapter. I was kind of expecting a little more for the 950 chapter milestone. We know that Oda likes to make really big events for the milestone chapters, but overall, I'm pretty glad that we got to catch up with everybody that we hadn't seen for a while because of the prison break stuff. But yeah. So yeah, I've started making YouTube videos. We'll see how this goes. I plan on doing manga reviews like this one, as well as some movie reviews and things like that, just kind of random things. But I would really like some input from the 3 people that are going to be watching this video, how I can improve, how I did, anything that you would like to see. So thanks for watching, and later, everyone.